Um, so just to clear up, wait, did you see me naked? So just to clear up, wait, I'm gonna rewatch this video to make sure you didn't see me, because I like to read like this because I feel like all my chakras are open, they're not covered, and I feel safer this way. Okay, I feel very secure when I read like this. Anyway, let me tell you, in my house is a lot of dead people. Okay, they're pretty quiet. The only time they act up and like get loud is if my doorbell rings or my kids are over, right? They don't like visitors, and it took them a while to like my kids. I don't know why, but spirits don't see age. They just see souls in a vessel, right? Ancestors, they don't see age either. They just see souls in a vessel. So I like living here by myself, and I'm very comfortable that way. Okay, I like living here with the dead people. It took some while to get used to because I was married for a long time, and so it took a while to get used to the weirdness. And the thing is, there's something about me where I've always been able to see dead people since I was a little girl. It just went dormant for a while. But one of the things that I noticed is that everywhere I lived, even my ex-husband can tell you, like every single where we lived, there were ghosts hunting our house. Our kids were always crying. Our kids were always complaining of sleeping in their rooms. And especially my daughter, Kelly. My two oldest kids see ghosts as much as I see ghosts. However, nobody sees more ghosts than me, right? I'm the only one that notice a lot of spiritual activity more than anyone else, right? And so to address this, look what's sitting on top of the deck. Me talking to dead people, right? Right now, there's a man standing over me in a tuxedo. Right now, in my closet. I don't know what he wants. I just look up at him. He's just standing there. It's just me and him. Right? And you guys that I'm talking to on the phone. Right? But really, it's just us, right? And so, he doesn't scare me. When I'm done, I'm going to find out what he wants. If he's patient, he'll wait. If not, he'll just start talking to me. And so I have to multitask, right? I overheard something on YouTube that says that when you move into a house to put your mind at ease, you need to smudge, right? Let me tell you something. There's no amount of smudging that can get certain spirits out of a house. Some house you're just going to have to burn to the ground. Like, period. Fire is the best method of purification, right? And a lot of people don't know that. So they went and get the Pope. All kinds of shit. Right? These spirits will never leave you. No matter how much tantrum you throw, no matter how much smudging you do, if they don't want to get out the house, they're not going to get out the house. And anybody that lived there, or live I wouldn't buy my house. I'm not selling my house. But if I was, I wouldn't buy my house. Right? Because it's so demonic. A psychic lives here. A medium lives here. Dead people live here. What are you doing here? You know, you're just asking for, like, you deserve whatever it is that you're coming for, right? Spirits don't have time to babysit nobody. Okay? No. Spirits only get along with certain people. Certain entities. Because they don't see us as people. They see us as demonic entities, and whether we're part of their soul tribe or not. Right? I'm eating. I'm starving. This is so good. So good. It has 400 calories in it. It's so good. Are dead people connecting with the dead real? Yes. But in order to be a great medium, you have to be able to not separate the living from the dead. The minute you separate the living from the dead, you send your gifts dormant, or you prevent them from even being activated. When people tell you their houses are haunted, their kids are haunted, it's the truth. Okay? Whether you can see it or not, it's the truth. Their house is haunted. Their kids are haunted. It depends on the Pope. It depends on the Pope. Some popes, some priests can get certain spirits out. Not a pastor. No, someone who's specifically ordained to do this. Specifically ordained to use the consecrated oil, right? You might say, oh, every pastor is ordained to use a consecrated oil. Every pastor is not ordained to use a consecrated oil. And every pastor is not a pastor. But a lot of people are too blind to see that, right? But almost every pastor is a businessman, right? It's a business. Yeah, church is a business, okay? It ain't got jack shit to do with the creator, right? The creator is something that they use, you know. That's the selling point. That's the product, right? So, mediumship is real. Not everybody that says they're a medium are mediums. One thing I know about the dead is that the dead is very stubborn. Excuse me. The dead is very stubborn. Whether you want to connect with the dead or not, the dead is going to connect with you. And there are going to be times when you want to connect with the dead and the dead's not going to want to connect with you. Okay? There'll be no connection, no interaction, no nothing. Okay? It'll be just you sitting at that Ouija board trying to figure out how to get the portals to open. Right? That's why they say it takes two on a Ouija board. It's because they're hoping that if these spirits don't want to connect with you, they will connect with somebody else or another person or something like that, right? So, I've come across 3 or 4 spirits in my life that were stubborn and I couldn't get them to that were stubborn and I couldn't get them to convey a message that I needed, right? Outside of that, majority of the spirits that I interact with, they're pretty friendly ghosts. Yeah, they are pretty friendly. When you come in my house, people always say they feel something in here, but they don't know what it is, you know? And I can always tell that they're uneasy when I used to have a lot of guests, right? I never once told them that there's dead people in here. I just don't say anything. I pretty much just say, like, oh, what is it that you're feeling? You know? And I just listen to them, you know? There was this incident where I saw something move once, and I said to them, who moved that? And my kids started crying. We were sitting on the bed, and my kids started crying, and I said, I think it was the top of the headboard. So I have some little trinkets on the top of my headboard. I got a tombstone on there. I got a snake on there. I got a skeleton on there. I got a lot of stuff on my headboard on my bed, right? And one of the objects moved. I don't remember which one. And my baby, she started crying. And then one of the ghosts said, I didn't do anything. I didn't do that. That wasn't me. I don't know why she's crying, you know? So you have these times where they're very nurturing and they're very protective, and they'll come in and say, hi, I didn't. And then there's this other time she was crying, and they definitely tried to hurt her, you know? And that really disturbed me, because it's like, that's, you're my friend, you're my ghost, you're me, you can't hurt me. You know what I mean? You got to separate the two, okay? You can hurt anybody else you want to hurt outside this house, or that comes into this house, but you definitely can't scare my kids. And so I have to, you know, or my kids are off limits, you know, or connection to the other realm is sanctified, you know, it's anointed, it's you there's a line there, there's a barrier you have to draw, okay? And that's like, if you hurt me and I'm a part of you, I'm an entity, I'm a part of you, then you're hurting. If you're my babies, you're hurting me, right? And so I had to talk to them. I said, when my kids come over, please be quiet. You know, don't scare them. You know, don't. The only time they'll make noise is when Christina misbehaves. So when my little girl misbehaves, the spirits, they show up loud to make her a believer. You would not believe it. Like, they would start moving stuff in the house. The house would get really loud. Okay, we'll hear stuff dropping, stuff making sounds, you know, and Christina would run and cry, like, what's that? Excuse me. Like, what's that, you know? And then I tell them, you know, calm down and stop. You know, don't go near her at all, period. You know, and her brother too is like, don't go near her brother. You know, so my older kids, Kelly, she's not afraid of the ghosts that we encounter here. They're not afraid of it. Kelly used to be when she was a baby, but they're not afraid now. So, you know, it's you have to talk to them. It depends on how they feel about you. If they love you and they feel like you're part of their spirit family, they're not going to hurt you at all. They have no desire or intention to hurt you. They might scare the kids to help you discipline the kids, because they think it's their kids now too. So they parent the kid. You know what I mean? But they're not gonna scare your kid, like, to hurt your kid. They're not. If they see the kid running down the stairs, they're not gonna keep chasing them or freaking them out for them to fall and hurt themselves. No, they worry about that. Okay. It's like hello, goodbye. They're just literally like on the Ouija board. They just say hi to your kid, listen to mom talking to you or dad, and behave yourself. And I said, but they're not gonna scare your kid. Okay. Contrary to popular belief, spirits are loving beings. They protect their family. They protect their friends. They consider their friends their family, their surroundings. Okay. A lot of people said, oh, the people that comes around you are your relatives. No, in the spirit world, anybody, any soul can be your relative. You're adaptable to all beings. You're available. All beings have access to you. All living things. Okay. And yes, all living things. The dead is a living thing. The dead is just not physically here on Gaia, but the dead is a living soul. The soul never dies. You know, we're immortal beings. Okay. There's a few beings though that once they transfer to the other side, they don't come back. They don't get to come back. They don't get to strive in the other realms either. I don't know. Those are like the abominables or something like that. That's what I call them, because they're like the forsaken. It's Father has these realms where he dump, it's the black wall, where he dump people and they don't come back. So let me tell you a little bit about hell and what hell looks like, right? So hell is, I don't know where they got the codes from. So hell is, in my opinion, this is what I saw with my very own eyes, okay? Um, hell is this forest looking place, okay? It's dark, it has a lot of trees, but they're burnt. To the right of you, the it's a forest, but all the trees there are black. Have you seen a tree set on fire or look like it's set on fire because it got sunburn or something like that? Or maybe it was set on fire? But these trees are tall and the fire goes right through the trees, right? But there's no fire burning, and on the ground there's no coal burning, there's no heat there. Okay, to the left of you there's a cinder block wall, okay, a very tall wall, almost like a prison wall, okay, but taller. Okay, I don't know what's on the other side of the wall, okay, but right in front of you there's a square, a rectangular side of the wall. So let's say you have like it's like the corner of the wall. You see the wall goes straight and then the wall bend, like the rectangular side of the wall, right at the rectangular side of the wall, right here in the middle between the forest trees and the cinder block wall, there's a door, a coal looking, it's not a real door, but it's a coal cutout, okay, that looks like a door. But there's no smoke coming from it or nothing. However, you can smell what's beyond it and you can hear what's beyond it. If it's not your turn to die, so outside that, there's like a long line of people. I don't know where they got the coat from, but they have these wool, like you go to a monk or monastery or something like that, and the men, they wear these long gown garments with hoodies. It's dark brown or black, one of those color in between brown and black. And I don't know where they get it from, but all the souls are wearing that and they're walking willingly, with their shoulders slouched, and it's like zombies. It's like methodic, so to speak, and they're walking through the coal wall. Okay, um, and you can smell the burn of flesh. You can hear the most horrific screams. And for the love of me, I don't know why they're willingly walking through that hole. But once they get through that black hole, I'm guessing now because I can't see behind it. I just hear what's happening behind there and I just smell it. I'm guessing once they go through that little black hole right there, they're burning. Okay, because the screams just keeps getting louder. It's the most ungodly screams I've ever heard. And then over to the right in the forest where all the burnt trees are, that's where God is. Mm-hmm. God, which is Lucifer, the devil, right? Call him whatever you want. Satan, God, King, Lucifer, Allah, whatever you want to call him, okay? God and the Creator are two different things, okay? The God is the son of the Creator, okay? The Creator is our grandpa. He doesn't mingle with us down here. He mingles with the angels, not the archangels, the angels. The archangels help us out. The angels, they stay over there. I don't know what they do over there. But our dad or grandpa wants nothing to do with us, because earth is another department in hell. This is where all the sin is. This is where we, with the fall of man, it's where we come to get punished, right? I need some water. Ooh, hold on. Right? So that's where dad is. Dad is over there. Hi. Excuse me. Where are you going? Did you want to talk to me? Okay. No, you're fine. You're safe. Okay. No, it's not that. It's a whole different scenario. It's not from her. Uh-uh. Okay. Okay. So that's Milton. Okay. Um Milton is an old friend of mine. He used to ride a motorcycle, and they killed him when I used to live in Jonestown. So I didn't make out it was Milton because what happened was the guy that I told you is standing next to me in a suit. He just left, but the guy that I told you about earlier, excuse me, he came in a different bodysuit, so he looked like a tall white guy. So I didn't know that it was Milton. So he just revealed himself to me. He realized that I didn't recognize him, and so he came back in his own meat suit. And so that's how I know that it's Milton now. But I thought it was a different person, a different spirit. I thought it was a stranger, right? Okay. So over here where the forest is, that's where God is. Okay. That's where God roars. God talks to you. God's voice sounds like a lion. Okay. It sounds like a thunder and a lion mixed together. Okay. It's like that. And it's like you're making out the words in between the roar. It's like that. They say, he said, come one, come all. Did you make that out? Yeah. So I just said, come one, come all. And I roared. I did what Dad would have done, right? So, so that is how God speaks. Okay. And God dwells on the side where the forest is, but it's all the burnt trees. That's where you find him. If you're on the right side of him, that's where you find him. If you're on the left side of him, I was very cognizant of where I was. I knew that I lived here and that I was at home in my bed sleeping, and I also knew that I was over there, and I was cognizant that my soul, my body was over here, but my soul was over here, right? And I knew that I need to get through the portal back in time to get back to my body, right? So yeah. That's mediumship is real. The dead is real. Hell is real. How they describe hell, that's not real. Okay. The best way I tell people all the time, to find answers, you have to go inside. Okay, it has to be internal, not external. Don't rely on me or rely on anybody else to tell you what your truth is, okay, and what the truth is. Okay, that's important. Your truth and the truth are two different things. Okay, your truth can be your perception. Okay, how you understand something. Okay, my truth that's the same thing. However, the truth is what is. Right? Fuck your belief, fuck your perception, fuck how you understand anything. The truth is what really exists, right? So, yeah, the devil is real. The devil is the king of Gaia. Our grandpa, the creator, loves us, but he doesn't want anything to do with us because we're sinners, okay? We're not saints. He handled the saints and his son handled the sinners, okay? The creator has no intention of destroying his son, contrary to popular belief. There's no war between the creator and God, okay? There's no war between the father and the son, okay? There's only war among humans, okay? And so they think that, and so they project that, okay? But there's no such thing. So yeah, we're all we're all in this together, and we're all safe, and the spirits won't bother you unless you bother the spirits, and it's just pretty much that simple. So yeah, knock yourself out, and tap into divination. Use your Ouija board. Get somebody else to sit with you if you're afraid, okay? But just do it safely, and you'll be all right. Yeah.